Alright, so today we're going to look at the Montblanc Heritage Collection 1912. This is the most expensive fountain pen I have reviewed to date, so it's pretty fun when you think about it. Let me show you how eloquent the packaging is. When you open it up, it comes in this beautiful, luscious box. It has a little service guide here, your warranty information on other products that they sell, how to fill it, all of that sort of fun stuff. I really enjoy just the finish of the interior of the box with this kind of satin feeling material surrounding it. There's a little plastic keeper underneath there that pops it in and out of place. And if I can move this, the camera will probably pick up the black better against white. So design-wise, this is a smallish pen. I have a 145 from Montblanc as well. So you can see it's on the shorter side of fountain pens. But what's most interesting about this pen is the way that it fills and opens. Before we get there though, I do really like this mother of pearl floating Montblanc logo here. And it's just kind of raised. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a sort of a raised star logo, and it has the handcrafted gold nib when we uncover this cap. And I really do like the clip. It's got a sort of geometric detailing. You can see it has an insert here, or a sort of cutout in the clip, and it looks like it probably slid on to that point. And just a very plain clip that is functional, so it's a little on the stiff side. I don't know if it'd work sliding in and out of your pockets easily, but you could do it. Now what happens when you uncap it is really the fun part of the Heritage pen. Oh, no nib. Yes, there is a nib. It reminds me a lot of the Boheme from Montblanc. You just turn the little knob in the back and it reveals the nib. The nib itself here, it looks like, let me see if I can read it. Yeah, the nib itself is a handcrafted 14 karat gold nib, and it's rhodium plated. What's really fun about this nib is if you look at the profile, it's extremely flat. And there's a vent hole here that's triangular. So the cutout in the vent hole is triangular. The nib itself is very flat, more so than most. And what that does is it gives you a little bit of flex in the tines, more than you would usually have in a fountain pen. And what's interesting, so you saw that this knob actually retracts and pulls in and out of the nib itself. Well, if you pull this, that becomes the piston filler for the internal part of the pen so that you can draw ink from a bottle. Really fun. I just think that's just a great design. Montblanc is one of the few makers that manufacturers that actually makes its own nibs, and they're just known for their smoothness. I really like the Montblanc smooth nibs. So let's see if I can give you a writing sample. Oh, one thing I'm sure I will get asked if I don't mention it, this is not for posting. It fits just barely, but not securely. It just wants to wiggle on the end there. And so it's definitely not a poster, but it is small enough that you can kind of port it easily everywhere. The nib that I'm reviewing today is a medium, so let's give it a try. So this is the Heritage Collection 1912 in oyster gray ink. I think it probably, helps if I actually pull the nib back. I think it might have shown up better had I used a black ink, but that's what they supplied me with, so I wanted to show you that. Again, love that floating logo, and I just like the compactness of this pen. I think it's a really fun design, and again, it's a little fatter than some other Montblancs. They're wider, but also shorter, so it's a little fun pocket pen. So if you'd like to see more detail on this pen, just take a look on my website at bestfountainpen.com. Thanks for watching.